Okay, so what I've done, sorry I haven't said anything. I did see a long here. I did not take it. The exit would have been with this reversal bar. Oh no, I had an exit marked right here. You just can't see it around everything right now. But there's a second exit here. Saw a long here, did not take it. Then saw the short happening. There's another entry. There's another entry. So I did a bunch of Fibonacci extensions, and there was a huge group that clustered around this area. So I'm looking for that as a target, but I'll be managing the trade as it goes along. So, oh, I did attempt to get into this one, but I got a no fill, and I would have gotten out really, really quickly. Okay, here's the big cluster. Let's see if it hits it. There's a lot of strength still down. I may move this just a little bit. I'm definitely going to a break even because I'm not going to lose anything at this point. And there's a ton of strength still down. There's a little bit of an exhaustion bar here. Double bar. Lots of strength still down in both of the charts. MACD smoking to the downside on both sides. I think I'm going to go ahead and take my exit. There we go. Good to go. We have a little bit of weakness here. Still a ton of strength down. Next area would be all the way down here, which we may make it to. And so on that trade, I got in at 31.25 and out at 38. So if this continues, it's going to go without me, but there we go. And I may pause this and see if we take another trade. I just want to continue with this. This did continue down. As for moving risk, I started out with it up here. Then I did move it down to 2 ticks above this area, which put it right here. Then 2 ticks above here, which put it right here. And then I brought it down to a break even. I could have, and I think I can't remember if I did. I was looking at this area, moving down just a little bit more. I could have moved it down here, but at this point, I'm really not comfortable. I'd already had a huge cluster of areas where I was looking for the target, and I'll show you exactly what I was looking at. I started with this high pivot, I went down to here and back up to here. I did this one as well, and I did, what else did I do? There was one more that I did, which I can't really, oh, right here. So there was a cluster right here. It did go down to the little bit lower, and this may continue down. I actually think it's going to. I'm just not looking at it right now, so I'll move that. Here was the next pullback, and for it to push down a little bit lower, it's really weakened up in the 1597, but I mean, look at it. It's got a lot of strength in all the EMAs to the downside. I like to keep this EMA alongside everything so I can keep a look at it, what it looks like here. So we really need the 1597 EMA to come down and cross that higher time frame EMA. Had I taken a short here, I would have been probably looking at an exit right here with the way the MACDs are reacting, a little bit higher of a pivot. We hit a big cluster area, so I'd be in and out of that one pretty quickly. And look, this might keep going. There's an exhaustion bar that's happening right here. The MACDs are trying to push up. I don't need that line there. There's just kind of a die out in the push back down. It would really have to push pretty hard at this point to convince me that it's still going to continue down. And it may. Hey, I have no idea what the future holds. All I can do is read what the charts are telling me. I don't look at the chart in the morning going, oh, it's going to go from here to here. I don't look at, any of those kind of things. What I do is read what it's currently telling me. Yes, I do close up my charts and I look back at, what happened in the past, and I'm marking these major pivots that have happened. And those are the type of things, and I'm marking those same major pivots in my MACDs. And so there may be some I miss throughout the way, some intermediate ones, like maybe, right in here where it hits a bunch of times at in this point. But I'm still getting a good idea of where it's going by those type of things. There's a lot of lines on my 6 to MACDs. But there's been a lot of crazy pivots happening. So yeah, if you had gotten into the short here, you definitely, I would be looking for an exit if I hadn't already taken it here right in this area. Just due to the reaction of the MACDs, the way that they're curling to the upside here. It pushed down really hard, it pulled back, and it's pulled down, but this is all the reaction you got in the 1597 MACDs, which isn't much. So it could continue down from here, but it's going to need to pull back into a nice area, which is, all of these three have a great area. There's this look to the price that I'll talk about in just a moment. I don't really know the best way to describe this, but what I see is it's almost like, I don't want to call it a U shape, because sometimes this happens all at once. It doesn't always pull back like this, but it makes this U shape with the price where it's got these long bars. They're trying to close at the top. That usually tells me there's the end of a move at that time. So the bars are closing down, they're closing up, they're closing down, they're closing up, they're closing down, they're closing up. So it's really struggling to push further down at that point. So that's, something that I use as an exit strategy, especially with the MACDs really, really slowing down at that point. So they're going strong to the upside on the 610. We've made it below everything on the 1597, which does say potential for more down. I may be calling it a day in just a moment. I like to wait for my perfect move. I did see this one. It just wasn't perfect for me. And I don't know how to explain it. But mainly because it was just really pulling away so hard, and the EMAs were leading so low here. I'm sorry, the MACDs were leading so low at this point that I really didn't anticipate this to continue up. It was very weak EMAs. And it gave us that guppy belly look here. Oh my gosh, my dog. It gave us that guppy belly look here. And when it started to pull back, I said, oh, I wanted to actually put in a second contract right here, or possibly even at this point. But I didn't. I just kind of watched it, or, put in another round of contracts. I did get 3 1/4 points off of that with 2 contracts. So that is 6.5 points. And here it's still making that wave, that curve, that hump going in the opposite direction. And you've got that pretty sharp turn in your MACDs on your 1597. And MACDs are definitely leading higher with each one of these pivots. Well, right here it's about the same. So, everything's starting to try and spread open to the downside when it comes to the EMAs. You are well below everything on the 0 line, so I could see the potential for a short trade. I'm not taking it right now with the strength of the MACDs to the upside on the 610. And the MACDs are turning on the 1597. If it goes down, like I said, I have no problem with it going without me. I think that's where a lot of people really struggle, is because they don't want to see it go without them. To me, it's like, hey, it's going to go without me, and that's cool, because you know why? There's going to be another setup down the road, and I'm just going to be ready for it, because I wasn't so obsessed with getting in at this, oh, I've got to get in, I've got to get in. When you have that mindset, next thing you know, you're getting in on a lot of things that aren't even proper trades. So this may be the point where it goes down. That's cool. Did give a pullback into the area. I'm sure a lot of people were in at this time right here. It's not something that I want to take. I'm not even marking those with it because I don't like them. I don't even want to convince myself that it's something I should take. Because if I had taken that, I'd be out right here. I just would. I don't like the look of what the price is trying to tell me here. So, all right. I think that's going to wrap it up for today. But if y'all have any questions, let me know. I'll let this run for just a moment, just in case it does go down. I'll show where the next exit would possibly be, which would probably be right around this area wherever it held up, but it's struggling to go down. You got a lot of strength in your EMA saying down. It's your MACDs that really aren't wholeheartedly agreeing at this time. We are below everything, but it's not my favorite. Yeah, I don't like the way the MACDs aren't pushing to the downside on the 610. I mean, heck, it could hang out here for 10 minutes and then push down. It could hang out here for 2. It could not go down. I mean, it can really do anything. That's the best part is, you know, it does anything. We can't control it. We just watch it and we're learning what we're seeing. We learn the patterns and we look for our best opportunities to make profits with it. MACD's still not pushing to the downside on the 1597. So yeah, had I been in this one, I would have been really, really happy with my exit at that point. Obviously, you know, what I have is a live BB. So it is moving as that price bar is moving, and you can get an idea of, as it's getting closer to counting down, you can get an idea of where that BB is going to land. And you can see right here, that look is really sticking true to what it does. I mean, it's almost like it's teasing you to get in short, but then it's like, haha, just kidding. So, yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day. I know I said that just a moment ago, but I really want to watch this and see if it just, I don't think it's going to push down. I think it's going to try and make a shift to the upside. I mean, really, in the bigger pivots, it's still up. I mean, this is an indecision point for me. I have a hard time reading this point right here. So when I struggle to read something, I don't try and make things happen that I'm not really sure what they are. So, I mean, everything is 90 miles below the zero line, okay? So we have a lot in favor of short with the MACDs, I'm sorry, with the EMAs strong to the downside. So I could see attempting another short trade here, but look what the MACDs are telling you guys. The MACDs to me, you know, I follow those direction of the MACDs. So sometimes that may mean that I miss trades because they don't turn always right on point. But other times that means that I don't take losing trades. Okay, and that look is really doing what I've seen it do a bunch of times. You know, it's that kind of, it's a curl around. It's all these price bars hitting in that area, but the closes and the angle and just the curvature of everything says that it's not going down at that point. So now it's pulling back to a deeper area where it could pivot from. The EMA on the 1597, so this is our highest time frame EMA. Remember, this is the 135 period on the 1597. It's kind of flattening out a little bit. You've got that curvature trying to happen in the 610 EMA. So And I want to remove this box. I don't like to keep these around because that makes me, that's why I don't even have lines on the background of my chart, because I see those lines and I say, oh my God, there's a line there. I've got to be looking for a trade. And, it's just a line and it just gets in the way more than anything. So, I'm sorry, Poopy, you can't go outside. You dug a hole. All right. Yeah. And that's exactly why I don't take shorts when I see this look. There's the MACDs really showing us that that wasn't going to happen. You've got weakness now happening in your EMAs. At first there was a strong push down, but what you really want to see after that is this EMA just really pushing down alongside things. You want to see it just moving along with it to show that strong trending market. And that's not what we're seeing here, guys. We're seeing the snapbacks. We're seeing pull away, snap back, pull away, snap back, pull away, snap back. And when it snaps back, you start to see the weakness in those EMAs. So now what I'm starting to see the potential for, if this does push back above the 1597 EMA and things start to curl back up, we have now shifted our momentum in the last hour. That would be 1, 2, 3, and that will be number 4. If it shifts to the upside, that tells me we've got a bit of a wishy-washiness going on, and I don't want to be a part of it. So guys, I think I've made this video long enough. I've been trying to keep them short. I know I haven't been doing a lot of live trading, I haven't been showing y'all a lot of my trading, so I really wanted to turn it on and get it in there today. And like you could see, I don't always leave on my arrows because I don't like them to influence my mind if it's a losing trade or even if it's a winning trade. So you could see whenever I pulled it up, I turned on my arrows so you could see. I've also changed the color of my down arrows to white when I don't take the trade, because I don't want you to confuse it with my red arrows. I don't want you to say, oh, well, she took that trade there. No, that's just marking where these setups could most likely happen. I don't know why those aren't showing very well. I guess somehow they're behind the dots. But there we go. Yeah. So here's that pushback to the upside. And even though I saw that look here, now I see it even bigger right here. Closes up, closes up, closes up. It's trying. That itty bitty bar is that signal that it's trying to shift to the opposite side. So now we have a super wishy-washy market, and I have some other things I'd like to work on. So that's the benefits of being a day trader, is that you can trade when you want, and whenever you feel like being done, you're done. No one has to tell you when to clock in. No one has to tell you when to clock out. You do it at your own time, at your own pace. If you want to work a market in the evening, you can definitely do that. I've got some information on some markets that you can watch in the evening. Guys, if you want to, please check out my Facebook page. It is Motivated Trader Facebook, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can also check out my blog at what am I under? motivatedmama.club. So I am putting together a little bit of something for you guys that just, has some basic information, and then I'm going to be putting together some more in-depth information. So if you go to my website and you subscribe to my welcome, or to my email list, then I will make sure that you get some great information. So hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all soon.